Here in the Arctic Circle, U.S., Finnish, and other allied forces are turning this frozen expanse into a proving ground. Right now, U.S. soldiers from the 11th Airborne Division, America's cold weather warriors, are locked in Arctic war games with Finland's military.
Here is the basic scenario for this exercise. Finland is in trouble, we are in war, and we need help. And Western countries are helping us.
This is Blackhawk's main, go ahead, over.
Currently, Jaeger platoon is going over to B-15 to set up an ambush to try to catch them.
Hang on.
There's potentially 1 to 2 more tanks, and they're probably staged somewhere back here so that they can advance through. I guess I'd hit this intersection.
Hell yeah.
Confident, fire.
Bravo 4.
Fire.
This is about tactics and coordination as the global scramble for Arctic power heats up in locations where temperatures drop to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
My unit, it's a Charlie Troop. We're a light dismounted asset, essentially, to strike deep.
What do you guys hope to get out of this exercise?
Learning from the Finns and just training with them. It's always an awesome opportunity.
What do they have to teach you? You guys are from Alaska.
The way they're structured is unique in that they are very fluid when they move. They seek to find the gaps, and that's what we're there to stop.
The Pentagon knows that if you can't fight in this environment, you've already lost.
We heard that directly from Colonel Christopher Brawley, commander of the 1st Infantry Brigade of the 11th Arctic Wolves.
Fighting in the Arctic sucks. You're miserable, you're cold, you're wet, and it really does take a special kind of soldier and special training to be able to deal with an environment like that. If you think about operating at minus 40, it's a lot like operating in space. Everything you're trying to do is trying to kill you. Even to the point where if you take your hand and touch your weapon at minus 40, instantaneous frostbite.
What's a scenario that you can imagine? We don't need to name a specific adversary, but the kind of scenario where your troops would be deployed rapidly.
Let's just say that an adversary decided to move into the Arctic Circle and claim a piece of terrain that had a bunch of natural resources that was protected by international law. That would trigger us to counter that competition.
And you could move quickly.
Yep, we can move fast.
Given that the higher latitudes are becoming a greater strategic priority, you agree with that premise?
Yep.
Are you getting more resources?
Yes. The 11th Airborne Division was stood up in order to give the United States military a Arctic capability. One of the resources we've been given is this cold weather all-terrain vehicle, the CAT-V. That is an absolute game changer for us in terms of giving us over the snow mobility, allowing us to now use it for a mission command platform, for logistics, for medevac.
Do your adversaries have the equivalent?
Not really.
This tracked transport vehicle, it's brand new. This is its first foreign deployment. They loaded it onto a C-17 cargo plane to bring it over here from Alaska.
It opens up new terrain for me to put a command post, and it allows me to move there faster.
We'll have much more on this soon in a coming episode of our series, In the Shadows. This cold weather training, it's preparation for a race that's only just begun. Jason Bellini, Scripps News Group in Northern Finland.